minutes. We have, first, I guess we'll talk about the minutes for the partial public hearing. Any conditions or corrections?
Nope.
No?
I'll make a motion.
Good.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Yes.
PJ? Yes. John? Yes. And then we had the regular meeting minutes from December 5th.
Those also appeared complete.
So,
Accurate.
motion?
That'll be a motion.
All right.
I'll second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John?
Yes. Okay. We have a scheduled report from the Auburn Volunteer Fire Department, Chief John Phillips.
I just got one thing to mention, everybody, is be careful when the weather's bad outside. Fortunately, we haven't had any 90 pile-ups on 422, but we have had our share in bad weather, so that's conducive to slow down when it's icy out and watch for it. Be careful. The second issue is I brought Mr. Tomaselli up here, our corporation president, to talk to you about 2017 contract.
Okay, it's customary that you'll go through it, I guess. Do you want to go through it line by line, or how would you like to handle that?
I think you guys were presented usually with the copy in advance, right?
Yes.
So, I don't know if you guys had any...
Friday approved it already.
It's gonna get
That one.
it's been up and back.
Yeah. So, I
It's
have
basically the same contract we
Yeah,
had
it's the same as last year.
Change the dates.
Just changing the dates.
And we also sent it up to the prosecutor's office, and Brady looked it over, gave it a blessing, so. I can sign unless you guys try to sneak something in.
No, there's no changes to it. There's the two
So
copies.
is that a motion?
That is a motion.
I'll second that.
I did pre-sign my signature due to not wanting to wait too long with my Gibby hand.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John?
Yes. And if you would convey to your group our appreciation of your services.
Definitely will.
We are very pleased with the cooperation that exists with your department and the trustees and the service department. I think we've had a very nice period of cooperation here and look forward to just get better.
Take the magic word, is teamwork all the way.
Not to mention the quality of the fire department liaison.
No witness on this, huh?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
No witnesses on there?
Down at the bottom, on page number 4, I believe.
On the last page, it has the stop date.
That's for Fred to sign.
That's availability of funds. I mean, I just always remembered we had to do witnesses.
Nah, that's the same as last year's.
Okay,
Friday approved it.
good with me.
I think that we talked about, remember when the president wasn't gonna be up here, and we talked to Friday about if we needed to have a witness to sign or not, or if they could sign early, and then bring the contract up for you guys.
I mean, you guys are,
Friday determined that we didn't need the witness, and that our president could sign ahead of time if we couldn't make it here, and then you guys could sign off on the contract. So that's where it got a little bit of a problem.
and you guys are okay getting our first check at the first meeting of next year?
And then next year, what we'd like to do is address that.
We talked about moving the payment date from January 1st up a little bit, or back a little bit, so we can get funds in from the levy, make sure that they got the funds in place. And talk to you about that.
And then I think the last, no, they would all fall in order then from the rest of them, right, Fred?
Yeah, the only, we usually have January 1 as our first
Yeah.
payment date, but typically we don't have at the end of the year, like the end of this year, our appropriations
Right.
have been expended, so.
But I guess what I'm saying is the other payments, they would still fall on the normal,
Yeah, we could still do the
we'd only
normal-
need to do the one day.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Beginning of the
saying.
year.
Right,
right.
yeah. So maybe you guys can,
Really like a 2-week shift, Fred, or?
Yeah, I think just
One
enough
day
time to
down.
allow us to get our temporary appropriations in place.
I'm gonna let Mr. Tomaselli go, because he's got training to go back to.
all righty. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick.
Take care of the hand. Merry Christmas.
You also. Mr. Troy,
Well, biggest thing I had to go over was the fire department contract, so I will concede the remainder of my time to Mr. Carroll.
I just wanted to make mention that last year we did the concert series out of Chagrin Chamber of Commerce, and they're coming back this year.
great.
Looks like July 25th, and that'll be at Adam Hall, and details pending, but we're gonna host them again. That's all I have.
Okay, we've been having a little bit of fun with this ice. This morning was a lot of fun in that it just instantly froze. The rain stopped and instantly froze. And, but we did a couple rounds of salting actually, and so it looks like we're real still fine on salt, maybe projected unless something odd happens, but we should be, start January 1st maybe with half of the bin full. We're now into the next contract, last year's contract for salt, and so we've dropped down $3 a ton, so that's why we kind of let it do this. Now we're going to run it ramp back up so that we'll once again plan to end the season with a full bin with 1,500 to 1,800 tons of salt. So the trucks are running pretty well. Guys, I think we did a fantastic job of getting our roads burned off. We burned off way faster than the county and about an hour ahead of Bainbridge in that last Thursday, and which was a little bit of a challenge. You know, that was so wet, it turned a lot of places, it just went right to hard pack. And but we were able to get the salt down soon enough that we didn't actually end up with a bunch of hard pack. So that was, I'm really happy with the guys, the effort they put forward. Made a big difference. One other thing, we wanted to do the Christmas tree drop-off again this year. And there is no grants anymore for that, but I think it's a nice little service we can still offer. We don't really have a spot because the ground is so soft still around the building. So we thought we'd just have people, we'll open up the old yard on 44.
Okay.
And then we'll just take drive the loader down there and throw them in the trucks and take them over to, all of a sudden I can't think of the guy who has the grinder. And he grinds it for free for us. So if you guys, you know, I guess that'll be a motion that we do that
I'll
again.
second.
There'll be less paperwork too, on that, I guess, now.
Right. And so that, we'll do it from the 26th. Not too many people throw them away on the 25th. So we'll do it on the 26th through the entire month of January, so till the 31st. And that'll be at that road, the old road, yeah, our road yard up on 44.
All right, Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yeah. Yes, Fred, we'll go to you then.
All right, I've got your regular scheduled reports in front of you. Fund summary report, revenue summary report, appropriations summary report, and your payment listing showing warrants 3516 through 3553 totaling $12,461.93. That is all I have.
We did receive the Nature Works grant. And do you have that paperwork, Frank?
Yeah, I saw it there.
Yep.
I make a motion to accept the Nature Works grant.
Second.
That-
Want to go more into it?
That's for, what was the total, and that was 11?
It's, well, it's for the playground equipment.
Yeah, it's for the second phase of the playground at the park.
Yeah, 11,000 and change.
It's, I can't remember the exact number.
I was thinking 11.8 or some such thing.
Let's change.
Did that with the assistance of Chagrin River Watershed Partners, and they're going to be involved in administering the paperwork there too.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John?
Yes. So Fred, I think this, would this be you, maybe? There's only one signature.
I think that'd be the chairman.
You want me to do it? Okay, one other piece of business we need to attend to is, we opened some bids last week, or at the last meeting rather, for the tree cutting over on Taylor May Road and some trees here in the cemetery. We put a package together. We do need to get this going because of the Indiana bat issue. So we had three bidders. The lowest bidder who met all of the terms of the contract was Van Kuren Services at $21,300. Dash Tree had a bid of $16,400, but didn't include any of the trees at the cemetery because he needed a bucket to do that, and said he just didn't have enough equipment and didn't want to get the equipment. So I think the lowest bidder is Van Kuren. And we haven't worked with them for a little while because we did have some problems with them about 10 years ago. So I guess I'd like to do is authorize a purchase order to them. But we're going to have a little meeting with them first before we present it to them. That would take place before the next trustees meeting. So if we could get this thing started and get him off and going, because he's probably going to want to get going in January, first part of January. Does that sound all right with you guys?
Sure.
So I'll make a motion to award the Taylor May Road and Maple Shade tree cutting program to Van Kuren.
Second.
Just make mention that the next bidder was hardly competitive there, cost-wise.
Third
so,
bidder? No,
Yeah.
he wasn't in it.
Little bit out. Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes. Okay. And interestingly enough, we still got a call today, why were their trees marked when we sent them 2 letters and called everybody, met with everybody but 1 or 2 people. We just never responded to anything. We tried to make appointments with them and they never responded at all, so. And we do have so far, of everybody we talked to, 100% consensus on the project, and all the residents are very pleased. And hopefully that'll solve some of the water problems over there. And might help your street out too, Mike, in that water will have the little place to go to. We're gonna be bumping up
Besides my
those.
neighbor's basement?
Yeah, well, he's still, unfortunately, is that on his
Well,
property?
let me tell you, something came up after that. Turns out that he had current drain around the house. It was crushed.
Oh, that
So-
would help it solve.
So, yeah, so basically it was pumping and then pumping back in.
And
So
pumping back in.
oddly enough, when they put in the new, no problem.
No problems, good, okay. Because you're still gonna get those wide floods going down, because it's kind of low and.
Well, yeah, my whole street comes down at
Yeah.
one point and
Yeah.
cuts over to Taylor May.
Right, so, okay, so that takes care of that. What else you guys have? Anything?
Just to wish everyone a happy holiday and
Okay, any questions? Motion of all motions?
second. She's mesmerized.
I'm telling her to ask some tough questions.
She's like, well, rock the boat, I want to go home.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes. Sometimes it's good to know when you're well off.
How are you?
Very well. It's Mike, right?
Tracy.
Tracy. I didn't recognize you, sorry.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting long.